But moving on in our next story, as inflation soars and job opportunities dwindle, many young Nigerians, particularly women, are turning to hookup culture as a means of survival. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is the difference between hookup and traditional sex work, aka prostitution? Well, essentially, hookup culture is digital age prostitution. Young women connect with clients online, negotiate their terms, and meet privately with no strings attached. But unlike traditional sex work, these encounters are informal, unregulated, and alarmingly dangerous. Now, reports of women being assaulted, mutilated, or even killed after such hookups are becoming common. Social media is constantly full of stories and headlines that remind us of the brutal outcomes of these arrangements. In a video that's now circulating on social media, a young woman narrates her experience with some young men while hooking up. Take a look.
Jennifer brought you to Zoro. How long have you been in Zoro?
I've not been 1 month and
1 month and now.
Yes.
So what are you doing here? How much
they will give us
is
20,000.
Okay.
There is 60k, 3 of us.
Okay.
So we asked them to send our money in before they now bring us belt and start flogging us, belt and knife. So my sisters then escaped from there. So they locked this door. They start there, they beat me up and locked the door.
After both of them?
Yes, they beat me up and locked the door.
So where did they lock the door to? Where did they tell you that
I don't know. They just say they are going out.
Now, this young lady is one of the lucky ones, but there are many who've passed away who weren't so lucky. I will say that where there is a demand, there will be supply. Just last month, commercial sex workers in FCT tried to file a suit against Wiki and the Environmental Protection Board for harassing them while they were in quote, prostituting. And now we have this. Should sex work be at least not legalized, but somehow institutionalized or unionized to make it safer for these young women who will do it regardless?
I do not understand.
Olamide, I don't understand
right,
that one.
You want to go?
Okay.
Quickly, because
it
of
is
time.
yes, it is a dangerous business. It is a business that the oldest profession in the world. Yes, I agree. But should you go ahead and do it? The dangers are just too much. I've heard too many terrible stories concerning this, and I would want to discourage the girls as much as possible. The money you're making is not more important than your lives.
Importantly, that's the word there. And the person speaking is such a young girl that should be in school, focusing on her future. But unfortunately, she found herself in this practice. How to keep her safe for me is the next step that has to be taken right now. And parents need to do better in training up their children.
Exactly, and I tell people prostitution is the most hardest thing to do ever. Trust me, you rather be hitting hammer on the wall even than that, because it's so difficult. Your mind is going emotionally, mentally, everything. It's not something that we should encourage at all. Please, our girls, hard work truly pays off. You know, one day it will pay off. It may be slow, but it will definitely pay off. But you do not need to give your body out for money.
All right, so we should talk to the men that also, patronize them, because without the men, it won't thrive. So I think men should think deeply, think of the danger. Well, I won't say they should go for second wife because I don't want to be roasted on this table. But if that's the best thing for you, you have to do it. Or better still, you have to zip up.
And as a man, you can stay with one woman as well. You can try it.
Unfortunately, we cannot continue this conversation, but thank you, Olamide, for bringing us the stories.